Liver, heart, kidney, they're not just organs. They're living beings telling the story of your life. Have you ever wondered why some people eat well, exercise regularly, yet still feel exhausted? Why illness keeps returning? Why your stomach issues linger, your sleep stays restless, and your skin lacks its glow? Perhaps we've been overlooking the most foundational part of our body, the visceral system, the root infrastructure of life itself. Take a moment to listen. Feeling angry for no reason, restless sleep, cold feet, slight tremors at night? Your kidney energy may be weakening. Bloated after meals, constant worry, your spleen and stomach may be in distress. In Eastern medicine, these aren't just organs seen in scans or surgeries. They are living maps where body, mind, energy, blood, emotion, and even destiny converge like an underground river nourishing your whole being. The Huangdi Neijing, the Yellow Emperor's classic, lays the philosophical foundation of traditional medicine: yin and yang, 5 elements, blood and qi, and healing from the root. The Nanjing, or the Classic of Difficulties, builds on this, clarifying the deep principles of energy flow, pulse, and treating not just the symptom, but the cause. And it's from these timeless roots that Eastern medicine views the visceral system as the core, the place where emotions settle, blood and energy circulate, memories linger, and a tired soul quietly asks for healing. The Neijing reminds us, the 5 organs nourish and restrain one another, like the dance of yin and yang in nature. Treat not just the physical form, treat the spirit, the energy within. Today, Tao of Healing invites you to open this living map, not just to understand your body, but to hear the voices of the organs within. Where your liver, heart, and kidneys don't just function, they whisper the story of your life in their own language. In this video, we'll explore what the visceral system truly is and why it's far more than just internal organs. The ancient wisdom behind each organ, liver, heart, spleen, lungs, and kidneys. Why Eastern medicine heals through the organs, not just by chasing symptoms. The emotional map of your organs, where your mind and body speak as one. How to begin healing from the organs at home in simple yet profound ways. And finally, small daily steps you can take that touch deeply and heal quietly. All you need is one deep breath, a warm cup of tea, and a little gentleness with yourself. Shall we begin? If this speaks to you, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Tao of Healing. Each day, we'll take a gentle step together on this journey of healing from the root. Have you ever listened to your liver, your heart, your lungs? If not, this may be your first living map to begin. Part 1. Seeing the human body through the lens of Eastern medicine. While modern medicine sees the body as a machine, with separate organs, systems, and blood vessels working independently, Eastern medicine sees a human as a microcosm, a living universe where everything is connected, coexisting, and interacting, much like the heavens and the earth, the sun and moon, rivers and mountains. The Yellow Emperor's classic once said, "The 5 organs are like the 5 elements, moving like the sun and moon, responding to the energies of heaven." There is no such thing as an isolated liver or heart in Eastern medicine. Only a living ecosystem where everything affects everything else. In this view, organs are not just anatomical structures, they are systems of function, energy, and interaction between the body and the spirit. The zang, solid organs, are those that store vital substances like essence, energy, blood, and spirit, including liver, heart, spleen, lungs, and kidneys. For example, liver in Eastern medicine isn't just a physical liver, it's a whole system that regulates energy, blood, emotion, decision-making, courage, and even your sleep. Someone who's easily irritated, stays up late, has tired eyes, or irregular menstruation may be showing signs of stagnant liver qi. In Eastern medicine, the organs don't operate independently. Each zang organ is linked to a specific emotion, season, taste, sense organ, and even a time of day. Liver is tied to anger, the season of spring, sour taste, the eyes, and the hours between 1 and 3 a.m. Heart relates to joy, summer, bitter taste, the tongue, and the hours from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Spleen connects to worry, late summer, sweet taste, the mouth, and the hours between 9 and 11 a.m. Lungs reflect grief, autumn, pungent taste, the nose, and are most active from 3 to 5 a.m. Kidneys are linked to fear, winter, salty taste, the ears, and the hours from 5 to 7 p.m. When one connection goes out of balance, the entire internal map begins to destabilize. This interconnectedness is why Eastern medicine diagnoses and treats illness based on the root, in harmony with nature and unique to each individual. This is also where the 4 diagnostic pillars come from. 1. Looking, observing the complexion and physical form. 2. Listening, noticing the voice, breath, and body odor. 3. Asking, exploring sleep, digestion, emotions, and cycles. 4. Touching, feeling the pulse and energy flow through palpation. The question isn't where it hurts, it's where the root of that pain lies. Eastern medicine has a core belief: a great doctor treats disease before it manifests. An average doctor treats emerging imbalances. A lesser doctor treats symptoms that already exist. And because it views the body as a living ecosystem, Eastern medicine always seeks the source, not just the surface. A single pimple on the face might point to liver qi stagnation, or a weak spleen, or even excessive fire in the heart due to overthinking. The visceral system in Eastern medicine is not about organs. It's a living map of energy, emotions, and life itself. To understand the organs is to understand yourself. And to truly heal is to restore balance in this living internal landscape. Part 2. What are the organs? Decoding each zang organ through the lens of Eastern medicine. In Eastern medicine, the organs, zang, are not just anatomical parts. They are living systems of energy and spirit. They are where essence, jing, life force, blood, consciousness, and even the blueprint of your destiny are stored. In other words, each organ is more than a biological function. It carries spiritual meaning and deep energetic significance. The Yellow Emperor's classic once said, "The 5 organs store essence, energy, and spirit. They are the foundation of life itself." Each organ governs a key aspect of living. The liver holds courage and flow. The heart holds consciousness and joy. The spleen transforms nourishment into life energy. The lungs process breath and grief. The kidneys store the roots of life, essence, and longevity. 1. Liver, the center of energy flow and emotional balance, the organ of movement, courage, and decision. The liver governs the smooth circulation of qi and blood throughout the body. It keeps blood flowing, eyes clear, and sleep peaceful. It stores blood, so if menstruation is irregular or you often feel irritable, sleepless, or have eye fatigue, your liver qi may be stagnant. Eastern medicine says the liver opens to the eyes, stores blood, rules anger, and dislikes stagnation. If you often feel frustrated, restless at night, bloated after meals, or experience menstrual issues, your liver may be blocked. Liver also governs decisiveness. People who are hesitant or easily discouraged often show signs of liver deficiency. 2. Heart, the center of spirit and circulation, the organ of consciousness, emotions, and rhythm. The heart governs the blood vessels and houses the spirit, Shen. It regulates heartbeat, emotions, sleep, and mental clarity. A healthy heart brings good circulation, radiant skin, clear memory, and a calm presence. An imbalanced heart may cause palpitations, anxiety, sweating, forgetfulness, restless sleep, or vivid dreams. In classic text, the heart stores the spirit, opens to the tongue, governs joy, and is disturbed by excess heat. Those who smile excessively without sincerity, feel mentally scattered, or have emotional instability may be dealing with excess heart fire or heart blood deficiency. 3. Spleen, the body's metabolic powerhouse, the organ of digestion, transformation, and overthinking. The spleen governs transformation, extracting nourishment from food and distributing energy to the whole body. It also governs the limbs, so fatigue or weak arms and legs often point to spleen qi deficiency. A strong spleen supports efficient absorption, physical vitality, and mental clarity. In Eastern medicine, the spleen opens to the mouth, governs thought, and is harmed by dampness. Those who worry or overthink excessively often strain the spleen. There's a saying, too much thinking weakens the spleen. If you want to heal digestive issues or even weight problems, you must first nourish your spleen.
4. Lungs, the gate of breath and boundary, the organ of respiration, immunity, and deep emotion. The lungs govern qi, controlling breathing, the skin, nose, immune response, and our interface with the external world. Healthy lungs mean deep breathing, clear voice, glowing skin, and strong immunity. Weak lungs lead to coughing, frequent colds, nasal congestion, dry skin, shallow breathing, and sensitivity to wind. The lungs store qi, open to the nose, govern grief, and dislike cold. Lungs are tied to grief and unexpressed emotion. Those who hold things in, suppress feelings, or find it hard to exhale emotionally are more prone to bronchitis, allergies, or asthma. Eastern wisdom says, the lungs store qi, open to the nose, govern fear, and are harmed by exhaustion. Those who overwork, live in chronic fear, or overexert sexually often weaken their kidneys. There's a saying in traditional medicine, "To nurture life, nourish your kidneys. To live long, preserve your essence." Everything is connected. If one organ weakens, the whole system can suffer. If one organ thrives, it uplifts the entire body. The organs are not isolated units. They interact through the 5 elements, yin-yang balance, and energetic communication. To understand each organ is to understand yourself. To listen deeply is to take the first step toward true healing.
Part 3. Why Eastern medicine heals the organs to heal the whole body. When you struggle with headaches, insomnia, acne, hormonal imbalances, or even stubborn belly fat, the root may not be where the pain is. It may lie deeper, in the organs. That's why Eastern medicine often asks, which organ is calling for help, instead of, what symptom are you having? 1. The organs are command centers for your body's entire ecosystem. In Eastern medicine, each organ acts like a central headquarters, managing a wide range of functions. Liver regulates blood flow, digestion, emotions, menstrual health. Heart governs heartbeat, spirit, circulation, and sleep. Spleen transforms food into energy and blood. Lungs manage breathing, immunity, skin, and protection. Kidneys, root of vitality, bones, hearing, hormones, memory. When one organ weakens, the whole system is thrown off. When the right organ is nourished, it's like unblocking a spring. Energy flows again, and everything begins to renew. 2. Patterns before problems. Not treating symptoms, but treating imbalances. Eastern medicine doesn't just ask where it hurts. It asks, is the body deficient, shu, or excessive, shi? Is there internal heat, rei, or cold, han? Is qi stuck or depleted? Is blood stagnant or lacking? Example, insomnia can come from different root causes. Excess liver fire, anger, frustration, disturbing the mind. Deficient heart blood, not enough blood to anchor the spirit. Kidney yin deficiency, unable to balance the heart. So instead of prescribing sleeping pills, Eastern medicine offers custom herbal formulas to nourish the liver, calm the spirit, support the heart or kidney, depending on the root cause. Every symptom is often rooted in a disturbance in qi, blood, or organ function. Heal the root, the symptom fades naturally. Modern example, acid reflux. Why does it keep coming back? People try antacids, acid blockers, and digestive meds, but the issue returns because the root cause may not be the stomach, but instead weak spleen, poor transformation, food gets stuck, liver stagnation, qi gets blocked and pushes upward. Result: rebellious qi leads to belching, heartburn, reflux. Eastern medicine treats by strengthening the spleen to improve digestion,
soothing the liver to redirect energy flow, clearing dampness if food stagnation is present. That's why Eastern medicine says healing the organ is healing the root. When the organ is supported, symptoms fade on their own. 3. Ancient texts made it clear to treat the organs is to treat the person. The liver stores blood. When blood is out of balance, the liver becomes unstable. The heart houses the spirit. When the spirit is unsettled, the heart is disturbed. The spleen governs transformation. When weak, qi becomes stagnant. The lungs command qi. When qi is low, external pathogens invade. The kidneys store essence. When depleted, life force fades. That's why Eastern physicians don't treat diagnoses like insomnia, eczema, or IBS. They treat root patterns like heart blood deficiency, liver qi stagnation, spleen qi deficiency, lung yin deficiency, or kidney essence depletion.
4. Healing the organ is healing your core vitality. When you nourish the liver, your sleep deepens, your skin brightens. When you support the kidneys, your memory sharpens, your hair strengthens. When you strengthen the spleen, digestion improves, your belly feels lighter, your mind feels calm. Because when qi and blood flow freely, the organs thrive, the spirit is at peace, and illness dissolves. To sum it up, Eastern medicine doesn't just chase symptoms, it listens to the organs. It doesn't only treat where the pain is, it searches for the root. It doesn't just fix illness, it restores the living ecosystem within you. Part 4. Emotions, energy, and your organs. In Eastern medicine, emotions are not just psychological experiences. They are living flows of energy, each with a specific location, an organ it connects to, and real physiological effects. According to the classic text Su Wen, Theory of the 5 Organ Transformations, the emotional map looks like this. Anger affects the liver. Sadness affects the lungs. Overthinking affects the spleen. Fear and shock affect the kidneys. Excessive joy, yes, even too much joy, affects the heart. When emotions are repressed or prolonged, they can damage the corresponding organ and eventually manifest as illness. Before the body shows disease, the organs show imbalance. Before the organs go off track, the heart-mind is already out of alignment. Someone who often feels angry, even without liver scans, likely has stagnant liver qi. Someone who cries easily, feels withdrawn or heavy in the chest, may have deficient lung qi. Someone who constantly worries and bloats after eating often has weak spleen energy. Eastern medicine teaches, the heart gives rise to emotion, but it is the organs that bear the burden. In other words, emotions may trigger imbalance, but only when the organs are too weak to process or release them. So, if we want true healing, we must learn not to suppress emotions, but to transform them. And to do that, we must nourish the organs, because they are where emotions are stored, digested, and metabolized. Part 5. So, where do we begin the journey of healing? Not all pain should be treated where it appears. In modern medicine, a stomach ache means digestion pills. Insomnia? Sleeping pills. Acid reflux? Antacids. But in Eastern medicine, we don't chase symptoms. We look for the root. The body isn't a machine to be fixed. It's a garden to be nurtured. Every symptom is a colored leaf. It tells us the roots need care. So where do we begin? 2 places to start, depending on your body and lifestyle. 1, the liver, center of energy, digestion, and emotions. If you often feel irritable, have trouble sleeping, get acne, reflux, or irregular cycles, start by supporting your liver. This helps energy flow, emotions stabilize, and all organs sync up. 2, the kidneys, foundation of vitality and deep healing. If you feel tired, cold, weak in the back or knees, experience early aging, low libido, or hormonal imbalance, start by nourishing the kidneys. That's where your life force is rooted. Here are 3 ways to support your organs daily at home. 1, follow the body clock. Sleep at healing hours. From 11 p.m. to 3 a.m., the liver stores blood, kidneys restore energy. Sleeping during this time allows deep recovery. 2, drink herbal teas tailored to your needs. For insomnia, chrysanthemum plus goji berry tea. For internal heat, cassia seeds plus pagoda flower tea. See our video on 7 teas for organ balance on the Tao of Healing channel. 3, breathe deeply. Meditate gently. Slow down. Each deep breath harmonizes the heart, liver, and lungs. 5 to 10 minutes of quiet meditation daily helps reset your energy and emotions. Remember this from Tao of Healing. You don't have to heal everything today. Just take 1 step toward balance every day. The path of self-healing through modern Eastern medicine. Healing yourself doesn't mean doing it all alone. The term self-healing is often misunderstood as healing without help, but in Eastern medicine, it simply means returning the body to its natural harmony. Real healing isn't fighting disease, it's restoring the balance that was always within. When energy flows, the body repairs itself. When organs are balanced, the mind becomes calm. When emotions transform, illness begins to dissolve. And that journey doesn't start with something grand. It starts with a small act at the right moment. Eastern medicine teaches we don't fix the body, we guide it to restore itself. The miracle isn't in a magic herb, it's in living in rhythm with heaven, earth, and self. Healing doesn't require force, it only needs a gentle return. Undo the tension, undo the harmful habits, release stuck emotions, and let go of the belief that your body is broken. So where do we begin? 3 healing foundations Tao of Healing always recommends. 1, reset your body clock. Sleep and eat with time. From 11 p.m. to 3 a.m., liver and kidneys are in full repair mode. Don't skip sleep then. From 7 a.m. to 9 a.m., stomach energy is strongest. Have a proper breakfast. Avoid late nights and daytime naps, eating after 9 p.m., cold foods when the body needs warmth. 2, observe your organs through body signs. Instead of asking, "What disease do I have?" ask, "Which organ is tired and calling for care?" Track your daily patterns with reflective questions. Where do I feel discomfort today? Is there a reoccurring emotion? How's my sleep, breath, digestion? Soon your personal organ map will begin to reveal itself, and from there, healing becomes clearer and more aligned. 3, combine herbal teas, mindful breathing, and gentle acupressure. You don't need a complex routine. Each day, simply choose one of these. Sip an organ-nourishing tea, chrysanthemum, ginger, goji, artichoke. Do a 5-minute breath reset. Inhale 4S, hold 4S, exhale 6S. Press one healing point, Yongquan, kidneys, Neiguan, heart, or Hagu, lungs. Small steps, simple actions, but deep healing when done consistently. Healing is not fixing a machine. It's retuning a melody. When you slow down and truly listen, the old rhythm will return, and the music of your body will begin to play clearly again. You don't need to master Eastern medicine or memorize every herb. You only need to understand yourself and know that living in tune with nature each day is a step toward true balance. Tao of Healing will walk with you, one quiet step at a time, until your liver, spleen, lungs, kidneys, and heart find harmony again. Your organs are not just organs. They are mirrors of your inner world, the voice of your energy, the home of your emotions, and the place where unspoken memories quietly rest. Healing the organs is healing from the root. It is restoring a living being, not just removing a symptom. So, have you listened to your organs today? Maybe you don't need to do anything big. Maybe just a deep breath, a warm cup of tea, and a little softness for yourself. Tao of Healing invites you to begin right there, because that's where healing begins. If this message helped you better understand your body, yourself, please share it with someone who might need a map to come home. And subscribe to the Tao of Healing channel so we can walk together, slowly, deeply, on this journey of root healing. See you in the next video of Tao of Healing.